Or we'll be going live in 2 minutes. Hey, what's up, guys? How are we doing today? This is Logic with Parker Logic, and we're just gonna go over a few simple boxes today and try Hack Me. I decided that we needed to put a little bit of time over there because we've been doing a lot of Hack the Box. So we're gonna continue. Let me just show you. So we're gonna continue with the authentication bypass. Um, and then the goal is to try to do the FUF and brood it. But I'm kind of just gonna make this one short because I do plan on going on later on tonight when everyone is really up and ready. With that being said, we'll see how long it takes us to do FUF, and then if we get through it really quick, we'll do brood, and then if not, we'll do that tonight. So, further ado, let's get it going then. We are almost done with this whole complete. Um, well, we're almost halfway through. That way we can start focusing on doing our, because I want to do burp suite, but we have to finish this first. So let's get started. Let's close this one down real quick. Let's join the room. Start the attack box. Start the machine. I don't know which one's the difference. That's good. It's all going pretty fast. While we wait, does anyone have any specific boxes that they're interested in, especially beginner boxes? If so, put it in the comments, put it in the chat whenever you get the chance, because to me, like, I really want to start to head in the direction that is interesting to you guys, but I also don't want to go too far ahead. And this whole episode is based off of the fact that the last episode I couldn't get FUF going, so I'm no longer going to. Every time that happens, I'm gonna try to figure out what type of what was the issue, and then we're gonna try to go over it within a week of that time. That way, we can at least be learning what we're failing at. Um, yeah, so it's good. We got a target IP already. We got 40 seconds before it loads up. And until then, I'll just keep it on screen only. All right, looks like it's loaded up. Access it in 3 seconds, so it's almost there. Boom, there we go. And we already know to start looking for looking dead for the website and make sure. What? I guess it didn't save. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can get straight on. Oh, here we go with this again. I'm pretty sure this whole module consists of us just staying on this one, and that's fine. So if you guys remember from yesterday, we already know where most of the hidden boxes is and all the other cute, cool things. But they have something else to teach us. So in this room, we'll learn about different ways website authentication methods can be bypassed, defeated, or broken. I love that. That sounds good to me. Um, let's see. These vulnerabilities can be some of the most critical, as it often ends in leaks of customers' personal data. All right, cool. We started the machine. A helpful exercise to complete when trying to find authentication vulnerabilities is creating a list of valid usernames, which we'll use later in other cases. And these lists normally, they're probably about to say it, but they're already pre-made for the most part, based off of a lot of default credentials and stuff like that, common names. Website errors are great resources for uh, I don't know what that word is, collide, whatever, this information to build our list of valid usernames. We have a form to create a new username, user account if we go to this website. So customers group sign in. No, we are not trying to access it that way. Okay, so let's just do that from here. And then we'll read it like that. Okay, so we already know we just need to go to where customers and then sign up. Okay. If you try entering the username as admin, let's see, and fill the order form fields with fake information, you'll see we've got an error. An account with this username already exists. Let's try it out then. Let's try admin at Gmail admin an account with this username already exists. Okay. We can use the existence of this error message to produce a list of valid user names already signed up on the system by using the FUF tool below. Oh, so they were going to make me use it again anyway. There's no escaping this fuzz tool. Let's see. The FUF tool uses a list of commonly used usernames to check out any machines. So let's look at it. I know this W stands for word list. We know a certain amount already. And then this is the command. We already know that. This is the path, user share word list, which is almost every path for all of those word lists. Except for when it gets to sec list, it changes a little bit. Okay, then names.txt, that's the name of the file with all the texts in it, or the usernames in it. So what is this X for? The X argument specifies the request method. This will be a GET request by default, but it is a post request in our example. Oh, okay, so we're using post, but normally this will just be GET. Okay. The D argument specifies the data that we are going to send. So let's look at it real quick. D, username, fuzz. Hey, Heather, how you doing? I'm just going over authentication bypass. So if you want to follow along, that's fine. Get it out the way. Um, so let's see. Uh, the D stands for let's see, arguments specifies the data that we are going to send. So username equals fuzz. I know that when you put fuzz, that's what you're trying to actually mess with. An email, password. Okay, let's keep going. In our example, we have the fields username, email, password, and C password. We've set the value of the username to fuzz. So that's what we're messing with. And the FUF tool, the fuzz keyword signifies where the contents from our word list will be inserted. So if we wanted to stop messing with the username and wanted to mess with the email, it would be email equals fuzz or password equals fuzz. That makes sense to you guys. Let's see. The H argument is used for adding additional headers to the request. In this instance, we are setting the content type so the web server knows we are sending form data. Um, oh, this is what we've been doing for a while now. Let me take a step back for you, just so you can see. But yeah, this is the path we've been doing almost every day. And let me show you how to get there. So we've already done walking the application. We've already done content discovery. We did subdomain enumeration. We didn't finish the last two questions or whatever, which was fuffing. I don't know how to really say that name. Fuzzing. I'm going to start calling it fuzzing. So, which is fuzzing. And so I wanted to do a whole box on fuzzing, but it looks like authentication bypass is making us do fuzzing already. So it's like we can't run from it. But yeah, so this is inside of the junior pen tester. Yeah, so that's it right there. All right, let's get back to business. The H argument is used for the additional headers of the to the request. In this instance, we're setting the content type so the web server knows we are sending form data. I don't fully understand that, but the I understand this is a form, so I guess content type means that we're messing with this. It understands that we're messing with this. The U argument specifies the URL, which is the same with GoBuster and all the other ones. And finally, the MR argument is the text on the page. We are looking to validate we found a valid username. Don't fully understand that. The fuzz tool and wordless come pre-installed on our attack box, most attack boxes, most Kali Linux, but it comes from GitHub. So there's a link from GitHub. Create a file called valid underscore usernames and add the usernames that are found using fuzz. These will be used in task 3. Okay, so let's do that real quick. All right, so what we will do is minimize this and then open the terminal. All right. Okay, so let's just make a file. We're just gonna call it touch. And then we're gonna say that. And then let's see if they give us anything. What is a username starting with? Oh, wow, they got right to it. No, I love it. I love it. Let's get this. Let's learn this. Okay. My only problem is oh, it got to work. That is one thing I do love about fuzzing is it's super fast. Let's get a full um thank you for the sub. I know that's the sub sound, even though I don't know how to use Twitch that well. Thank you so much. All right, but let's I just messed that up. So it was fuzzing and I fuzzed it up. All right, there we go. So we already see admins right here with a status of 200, meaning that there's an admin username, which we know. Oh, look, we got Robert, Simon. Remember, we're fuzzing names right now. We decided to put username equals fuzz. So we don't care about passwords and all that right now. But we found Simon, Robert, and Steve. That was super quick. I love that. Okay, so Simon. There's no question about that. Um, let's see, what's the other one? Steve. Very easy names to remember. Robert. Not robbery. What? I'm gonna spell robbery. Okay. So that was easy. Let's see if I didn't even know. I mean, it makes sense. It is like a brute forcing tool, but I don't understand it like that. I'm actually getting excited. Hey, what's up, Maddie? How you doing? Um, yeah, now that I'm like trying to figure out, or we're successful this time compared to last time, I'm like actually excited to use fuzzing. So, okay, let me read it. Calm down. Let me calm it down. Using the that valid underscore username dot text file we generated in the previous task, we can now use this to attempt to brute force attack on the login page. Oh yeah, let's get up in there. If you created your valid by piping an output from, you may have difficulty with this task. Clean your data or copy they're just saying if you piped all this information that we just had into that, like sending it, saving it onto that file. But let's see. A brute force attack is an automated process that tries a list of the commonly used passwords against either a single user or, like our case, a list of usernames. Yeah, so I'm used to knowing about brute forcing passwords, but brute forcing usernames, that's pretty cool. It makes sense. When running this task, make sure the terminal is in the same directory as the. Oh, okay. So all that means is we're about to copy this. They'll break it down to us, but let's just try it and then we'll look at the breakdown. So if you're following along, you're in LS. Okay, we see that there's a valid username. Oh, I didn't spell TXT right. Um, so that is not that. I don't know how important that is, but I want to make it right. So we're gonna touch and then put a T. So boom, we got that LS, and then obviously we're gonna use the TXT one. So let me go back and copy this, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna CD into the valid. Oh, it's probably gonna do this because it's all the same. Oh, this up. I'm tripping. Okay. Um, make sure the terminal is in the same directory. Okay, so what are they saying for us to do? Vim inside of here or what? Hmm. Let's see. Okay, it's right here. So it's right here. It just means that we're make sure we're in the same folder as this, and we're obviously there because we can ls it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to. So let's see what happens. Or we may not be all the way up in there. Hmm. We're in the same directory. Let me make sure I got everything copied right. Okay, let's just read this. This fuzz command. Yeah, SQL injections, GoBuster. There's so many that are like almost the same. It's like it don't even, and you'll get used to this doing this over and over. What else? Hydras like this. There's so many I can't even think of them. But yeah. Let's see. The fuzz command is a little different to the previous one in task 2. Previously, we used the fuzz keyword to select where in the request the data from the word list would be inserted. But because we're using multiple word lists, we have to specify our own fuzz keyword. And in this instance, we chosen W1 for our list of the valid usernames and W2 for the passwords. I still don't understand this. I tried to look at someone demonstrating this, and I was like, "What are they talking about?" But that's why we're here. We're gonna keep practicing and keep doing it until it becomes like boring. The multiple word lists are again specified with the W argument, but separated with the comma. Okay, so we see that right there. We're using the FC argument to check for a HTTP status code other than 200. So where is the FC? Oh, so when you put FC, it's everything except the ones you put in. Okay. Running this command, running the above command will find a single working username and password combination. What is the valid username? It's in this format, username, password. See, but this is what was happening to me yesterday. So there's obviously something I'm doing wrong. Hmm. Let me ls again. Hmm. So make dir. We're gonna call it usernames, and then we're gonna move valid t, and then we're gonna move it into usernames, ls, and then cd into, where is it at? Oh, usernames. Now only this is in here. Let me go back and see if it works now. All right, well, it's the best part of everything. Let me try to figure this out real quick. Because it's saying I need to be inside of the file. So I'm like, do we do it from Vim or how do we do it? So with that being said, I'm just gonna figure my life out. If you guys know the answer or anything like that, don't be shy now. But this is only gonna take me a few seconds because I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT and see if she can figure it out. One of these days, I'm gonna be so good at this, and so will you guys. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure I got the IP address right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they already have it waiting for me. All right, they're saying this is a common setup. It's extremely common. So how do I run it? Oh, okay. So they're saying there's a way to, okay, how to um make it a relative path. That way we can just throw it in there and then it'll find it no matter where I'm at. Well, hopefully something like that. How are you guys doing today? While I'm out here figuring my life out. Okay, let's see if this works. Whoa. That is not what I was expecting. Let me try this one last thing and then. So it's looking like it's working, but let me make sure something else real quick. Hmm. All right, let me copy this one more time. Customer login. I don't think I was 100% on customer login. I'm amazing. And it's okay. Today is just, or right now, this whole stream is just trying to understand fuzzing. And then tonight is actually the stream I'm really gonna put a lot of energy into because I plan on cracking a few boxes. So this is just to get our feet wet, you know, try to understand this because this tool is similar to GoBuster, but I don't know why, but I just feel like GoBuster is just a little bit easier to use, um, in my opinion. I feel like like you just have to know a little bit more to get fuzzing working. So let me see something. Boom, right here, this word list. Okay, this is about a post. Hmm. Well, we got one of them to work. We might have to go back to that one in a second. I just don't want to sit there forever. Plus, I plan on doing a whole thing of explaining everything with fuzzing. So, what is a logical flaw? Probably what I'm doing right now. Sometimes authentication processes contain logic flaws. A logic flaw is when the typical logical path of an application is either bypassed, circumvented, or manipulated by a hacker. Logic flaws can exist in any area of a website, but we're going to concentrate on examples relating to authentication in this instance. So looks like it's supposed to do this, and we just skip all of that. Okay, so here's some code. This is why I try to tell people, got to learn that code. The below mock code example checks to see whether the start of the path the client is visiting begins with admin, and if so, then further checks are made to see whether the client is in fact an admin. If the page doesn't begin with admin, the page is shown to the client. Hmm. So if URL substring from 0 to 6 is absolutely equal to admin, code to check user as admin, else you can view page. Because the above PHP code example uses the three equal signs, it's looking for an exact match, an absolute on the string, including the same letter casing. The code presents a logic flaw. Okay, so I kind of understand. Because an unauthenticated user requesting admin will not have the privileges checked and have the page displayed to them, totally bypassing authentication checks. We're going to examine the reset password function. Okay. Well, we see a form asking, let's go there first. Where is the other one there? Okay, here we go. I think it's just right here, reset. Oh, okay, cool. So let's see what they're talking about. For, okay, so which we wish to perform the password reset. If an invalid email is entered, you'll receive an error message, account not found from supplied email address. For demonstration purposes, we'll use the email Robert, okay, which is accepted. We're then presented with the next stage of the form. Account not found from the supplier. What? Why y'all tell us it's accepted? Which is accepted. We'll then present. We're then presented with the next stage of the form, which asks us the username associated with the login. If we enter Robert, so what did I do wrong? Just making sure there's no open space. I think that's what it was. Okay, yeah, there was an extra space. Robert, we'll send you a reset. Okay, if we enter Robert's name and the check user name, you'll be presented with a confirmation message. The password's been reset, and we'll send it to his. At this stage, you may be wondering what the vulnerability could be exactly. In the application, as you have to know both the email and username and password link is sent to the email of the account owner. This walkthrough will require running both of the below curl requests on the attack box, which we can open by using the blue button above. This walkthrough will require running both of the below curl requests on the attack button, which can be opened by using the blue button above. Does anybody see a blue button above? Okay, we'll just keep going. Let's see, there's 2 curl requests. So remember, a curl is just like looking at the website, but it's from looking at it from the terminal. So let's try to do that real quick. Let's see what happens when we use the first one. Let's see what happens when we use the second one. And hopefully, all right, we'll keep that one where that one is because we just, oh, this is doing a lot of curling. Let's see. What is it curling? It's curling the website to customers reset. Robert, I never understand these percentages. I've seen them a few times and people talk to me about them, but I need to understand this. And then here's the HTTP link. And then I guess this is host, content type, which we know that is for an application, which is showing username Robert, email attacker, hacker. What is this right here? Is this messed up? And then it looks like the same thing twice. Let's see. Oh, then it looks like we get some code. Let's see what happens. So it looks like somehow we are we're behind the customer login title. Let's see. Looks like we have Shaw. So some sort of password that needs to be, or some sort of hash that could be a password. Let's see what else do we find. attacker@hacker.com. We'll send you a reset email to attacker@hacker.com. That's something notable. All right, let's try the other one. No. Oh, I'm like, what is going on? All right, there we go. All right, let's try the next one. So far, they have me extremely lost. I don't know if anyone understands this or catching on to it, but me and Fuff, me and Fuzzing are not friends right now. That's just right now, though. Can always change. Okay, let's check this one. This is the other one. I'm hoping feels the same. All right, let's see if this one's different. So far, it looks exactly the same. So maybe it was meant to be the same. Let's see. Unless I did the same one twice. It's possible. It's possible. Hmm. Okay, let's quit out of this one. Let's make sure I grab the other one 100%. Oh yeah, this one definitely looks a little different, but it's still the same thing. So I don't see anything. You can just tell it's the same thing. Let's see. Oh, there's 124 lines. The other one says 74. Oh, that's because it's adding this old stuff. Okay, so never mind. There's nothing. The only thing that I see that could be almost important is, but we already have that information. So, nope. All right. So let's see. We use the H flag for additional header to request. In this instance, we are setting the content type to application slash xwww form. Okay, we see that right here, which lets the web server know we are sending form data, so it properly understands our request. In the application, the user account is retrieved using the query string, but later on, the application logic, the password reset email is sent using the data found in the PHP variable request. Where is that even at? I don't even see that. The PHP request variable. Oh, that's probably for this one. Don't see it. The PHP request variable is an array that contains data received from the query. Okay. The same key name is used for both the query string and the post data. The application logic for this variable favors post data fields rather than the query string. So if we add another parameter to the post form, we can control where the password reset email gets delivered. So I guess if we change this, oh, there's actually three. Hmm. Oh no, this is just this one. What is the flag form Robert support ticket? So now rerunning curl request 2, but with your this, Acme IT support.thm and the email field, you'll have a ticket created on your account which contains a link to log you into Robert. Using Robert's account, you can view their support tickets and reveal a flag. All right, let's try to see if we can do this. Now this feels like Python. It feels like I'm learning a new coding language. Let's see. So step one, we've already sent the request. So all we need to do is go to right here. I don't know where we put that in, a new one. Okay, so we can't put that in there. Let's see, Robert. Okay, so where would that end up at? He's not a customer, but let's just see if we can get in and we don't have his let me try to send that one more time. Okay. Let me check something out real quick. Customer. So we'll send your reset email to username at customer blah blah blah. So let's go there. I'm gonna just put it in right here. That way I can see it and we know it's Robert. So obviously that's not gonna work, but let's see if I can find, see if I can just put it in just like this. Hmm. Come on now. I need to figure out where this request goes to. So it obviously, I can't just put it in as a website. I need to find out where it's at. So customers and then sign up. Let me go back and read that. Let me go back and read that. Oh, so they say that right here. The email ad. Okay, for the next step, you'll need to create an account on the Acme IT support section. Doing so gives you a unique email address that can be used to create support tickets. I already read this, but I guess I didn't understand it. The email address is in the format of, oh, so it doesn't matter what I put in. Okay, cool. So logic at customer dot acme IT support dot thm. And then let's just put I'm just putting anything. Let's see if it lets me sign up. We getting there. This is the type of stuff you do when you create reverse shells for certain things. Okay, so now we need to put this in. We got to put this request back in here. What? Where did you go? All right, then we're gonna put that request back in. Okay, and then what is the flag? Oh, okay, so now we should have a ticket that popped up. Let me go back there. Let's refresh. Oh, this is the blue button they were talking about. Or the buttons. Okay, tickets can be created using the below button or by sending an email to your custom address. All right, we're right around the corner now. All we need to do is, I think this code has a certain, I need to put that in. So that's it. Okay, cool. Obviously it said username. It doesn't know what username I wanted to use. So that makes sense. Okay, so all we got to do is go to where it says username. Let's try something real quick. Oops. Name equals, and then we'll put logic, and then we'll curl it, and then we'll see if a ticket was created. All right, the code is over here, so let me grab this code one more time. I don't know why I don't see that when I put it in. So boom, bam. Okay. Oh, there's the parentheses right there. I'm so blind. Okay, there we go. Or the curly brackets. I don't know if I need to put it in the curly brackets or if I just need to put it right here. So let's try it both ways. Now if it triggered, then I did it the right way. Yep, there we go. Boom, password reset. The ID of 8. Jeez, that's not easy. I understand it now a little bit. We just kind of like triggered the support system. Yes, ma'am. That's a, yeah, that's a celebration moment right there, baby. All right, let's see. We um, received the request. Here's the flag. If you've been following along, we definitely earned that one. So that's something we need to do a lot. Um, Hold on, but is that the right one? That's probably not it. I probably missed it somewhere. Reset, automatically logged in, and then you reset your password on the account page. Definitely don't want to log out. That's one thing we are not doing. Did you see it? I definitely prefer. Um, I'm only saying Go Buster because I'm used to it, but they seem to have two different purposes. Um, well, I know Go Buster, you can check for directories the same as you can with Fuzz, but Fuzz is doing some other stuff that I don't know that Go Buster does because I only know to use vhost and check out for directories with Go Buster. Now, it's probably a huge tool and there's a lot of similarities. But anyway, let's see real quick. So what is the flag from Robert's support ticket? So this is obviously not it because there's some brackets. It's got to say try hack me THM, and then it's got to say some other stuff. You'll have a created. Now rerun that. In the email field, you'll have a ticket created on your account, which contains a link to log in as Robert. Oh, so we ain't done. We still got to log in as Robert and then get in, slither on into his. But I feel like we're right there, so let's keep going. Okay, yeah, so right now um we're still me, but we've received the password reset. Please visit. So we need to copy this. That's what this is all about. Boom. Copy. Let's just put all that right here. See what happens. Now who are we? Are we Robert? Yes, now we're Robert. So hopefully you guys seen what I just did because I kind of did that quick. But we just copied all the information from there and then we made our way. That is cool, man. I don't know about y'all, but hacking is cool. Ethical hacking, of course. It's cool. All right, so now we got to look at this ID, and this is where the flag is actually at. And finally, got to give ourselves a hand clap for that one. It's the baby steps. It's the baby steps. Can you register and... Oh, okay, I'll say, don't tell me that's the wrong answer, because I'm done. I'm done with you for today if that's the wrong answer. Okay, so let's get the cookie tampering. Cookies are so interesting to learn about anyway. We might as well. Obviously, we will be learning a lot more about cookies and Burp Suite, but it's still good to. Okay, examining and editing the cookies set by the web server during your online session can have multiple outcomes, such as an unauthentic, authenticated access. I have so much of a hard time trying to say that. Um, let's see. Access to another user's account. What error occurred? Are you talking to me like that? Or elevated privileges. If you need a refresher on cookies, check out the HTTP in detail room and task 6 on task 6. Um, the contents of some cookies can be in plain text and it is obvious what they do. Take, for example, if these were the cookies set after a successful login. Don't worry, we're gonna be going cookies, 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 cookies in a week or so. Um, let's see. The contents of some cookies can be in plain text, and it's obvious what they do. Take for example, if these were the cookie set after a successful login, set cookie colon looks like some sort of code format logged underscore n equals true. max age 3600, path all. Set cookie admin equals false, max age, path all. We see one cookie logged in which appeared to control whether the user's currently logged in or not, and another admin which controls whether the visitor has admin privileges. Using this logic, if we were to change the contents to the cookies and make um, a request, we'll be able to change our privileges. First, we'll start just by requesting the target page. So let's just do what they're telling us to do. See if we can understand what they want. So first curl request. And go over here. Try to keep this right here as much as I can. All right, let's go. Cookie test, not logged in. Okay, so we see that we weren't able to log in. Okay, let's try this next one. We are given, hold on, we're given the message logged in as user. Hold on, what? I didn't get that message. I got not logged in. Oh, okay. I'm going ahead of myself. So now we're getting the next one. Logged in equals true, admin false. Logged in as user. And then finally we'll send one last request sending both the logged in. Oh yeah, no. If you watch a lot of my streams, you don't have to freak out because this is pretty frequent. Um, I normally have, and that's what I love. Like, this isn't perfect. This isn't some straightforward, we're not going to make any mistakes stream. This is the raw, real deal. I might get mess up on every little issue, but you get to see how it really looks like instead of a like perfect platter for you. And then you go out and you try it, and then you're like making mistakes for 20 hours. So, but yeah, it happens a lot. You'll get used to it. And then as you see, I've came up with a way that like if I make a mistake, I'm not going to sit there on that mistake for 25 minutes. I know that there are people watching this stream. All I will do is just go after this stream or whenever, research, get it right, and then come back to you and try to retry it again. But I still might make mistakes. So anyway, let's put this in. Logged in as a user. Oh, I think I didn't copy the last one. So too busy talking. Logged in as admin. So let's see what this one was different. Oh, so we just changed the value, the Boolean to true. So logged in true, admin true, and then we put in all of that. So that's cool. So this will get us logged in as just a regular person, and then this will give us the opportunity to fight for admin privileges. So we got that one done. Let's go put that in real quick. Cookie tampering. We tampering with the cookies. The cookies and milk. The milk and cookies. That was amazing. What is the value of the... Oh, boy. No, they didn't do this. Okay. So this returns logged in as admin. Sometimes cookie values can look like a long string of random characters. These are called hashes, which are an irreversible representation of the original text. Here are some examples you may come across. So earlier we went across SHA 384. I don't know if you remember when I pointed that out. But here's the MD5. This is a lot for those defense folks. They know at least a season one knows all about this with their eyes closed. We still know about it on the offense side because we were cracking them. But MD5 hash method, and then it shows the output. Obviously, a 256 is a lot better or bigger, as you can see. And then, as you can see, the 512 is huge. Take you a whole year probably to crack that. You can see from the above table that the hash output from the same input string can significantly differ depending on the hash method and use. Even though the hash is irreversible, the same output is produced every time, which is helpful for us as services such as crackstation.net. And we've used crackstation.net before, just in case, you guys. But we failed at cracking the 384. Keeps database of billions of hashes and their original strings. Encoding. Encoding is similar to hashing. This is all Sec Plus stuff too, by the way. Like, so learning these concepts, if you're a Sec Plus person, I honestly don't care about the Sec Plus. But anyway, if you are one of those people, learning these concepts will get you definitely a step closer. Encoding is similar to hashing in that it creates what would seem to be a random string of text, but in fact, the encoding is reversible. So that's what we want. So it begs the question, what is the point of encoding? Encoding allows us to convert binary data into human readable text that can be easily and safely transmitted over mediums that only support plain text ASC2 characters. Common encoding types are base 32, which converts binary data to A to Z and 2 to 7. Base 64, you'll probably see this one the most, which converts using the characters A to Z, 0 plus, blah, blah, blah. Take below data as an example, which is set by the web server upon logging in. So let's go to Crack Station. And then let's go. We don't have to do this. We probably won't do this. This is a string base 64 and has a value of ID1 admin false. We can then encode this back to base 64, encode it again, but instead setting the admin value to true, which now gives us admin access. Wow, that's crazy. It's just crazy. So they want us to crack this. We have to crack this one. Let's see if we get a quick crack. This ain't nothing, man. I do not want no admin. I mean emojis. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna ask Chat GPT. Well, this little mode that I have is so annoying. It's like processing. Okay, so it wants us to use one of the tools. So let's do it. Let's see what that is real quick. Okay, I'm not trying to download nothing right now. So let's see. Oh yeah, they're really having us crack some stuff. So let's go over here and try to do it. All right. So, oops. Hmm. This was something. Um. Yeah. It will crack the hash. I want to say this is one of the other things I wanted to practice on because we got stomped in one of the episodes. Um, you trying to crack the codes. So, I hate that this is asking me right now because I wanted to eventually go back and just crack codes, but it's making us do it right now. So, um, let me see if I can get this to actually help me. So, exact match, but it didn't crack anything for me. That's what I don't like. Is this the result? Oh, stupid. Yeah, I didn't see that. So at least I know how to use it now. It is what it is. The result is just sitting there right in my face, and I'm just looking at this part. So hopefully nobody else ever went through that. But if you did, now you know. And that was ultra quick too. Convenient, ultra quick. Oh yeah, me and Crack Station are gonna become friends. All right, I need to get rid of that equal sign. Just as making sure. Unorganized format. Oh, so maybe it's making me use. Does this use? Uh, this is a base 64. It should use base 64. Is that over here? Nope, I don't see it. So I do have other tools. Let me pull out my tool kit. Let's see, anything that shows for cracking hashes. So we got crack station up here already. Hashes. All right, let's do this. N C J F T R. Boom, there we go. So all I did, I'm just letting you know, I just used my Stream Deck, and on the Stream Deck, it just has a button that takes me to one of the websites that I've programmed, which is called hashes.com. And then inside of there, I did that. And it looks like we got a flag. Let's go. And because of that, we can definitely give ourselves a hand clap. Encode the following value using. So let's see if we can use it on the other one first. Crack station. So I love the speed of that. Okay. Encode. Oh, so we have to encode. Did they give us a website for encoding? Oh, and this was false. Now we gotta encode it to be true. Well, it looks like we got to get on the internet. Encoding, and I think it was ASC12 right here. Give us a website. I want an actual website. Does this just say it's a whole table? Nope. This is not where we need to be. Oh no. They tripping. I'm not about to do this. Let me see if I can just put it in AS2 and just put this in and search. Hmm. They try to give away my location and everything. Okay. So is there anything up here that talks about how to encode, or do we have to do it on our own? Yep, this is gonna probably be one of those moments. Yeah, try to bookmark every site. And I have a lot of it on my Canva thing that I try to show everyone at the beginning of the episode what we're doing. So maybe I'll slow that down for a bunch of people so they can have the chance to actually look at it and see what all sites we have on there. But let me try to ask how to encode one more time because they're not telling us. So they're like, y'all need to get to work. Um, okay, this looks like a website that does it for us. Okay, cool. I'm like, I'm not about to do that in the year 2075. All right, ASF2. All right, now let's encode. Just give us the code. Tap here to select the file. Why do I gotta select? Come on, man. Oh, it's right here. Cool. I'm like, so this might work. This is called base64encode.org. So if this works, we're gonna save it. Let me get rid of that equal sign. See if that changes anything. What is going on? Oh, that's why it's doing that. Okay. All right, let's grab this again. Go to encode. Make sure that that is all perfect. Copy the clipboard. Okay. This looks exactly the same. I'm gonna try it with parentheses real quick just because I know that this is most likely a fail, but oops. Let's see if it changes. It's actually two more digits, which is probably too much. Oh, but it's right. Yes, indeedy. Let's go. We are done. What is our time looking like? Let me see. Oh, an hour and 23 minutes. Yep, so looks like that's it. We'll have to do FUF later on. Let's go back and try to do this one more time. What is the valid username? I'm still wondering why I can't get this to work. When running this command, make sure the terminal is in the same directory, so in the same folder as this one. Let's go back and try that real quick. I sure thought we were going to get done with that before, um, like 30 minutes or something. You're right. Okay, so ls. Okay, so we got a cd into. I don't see it. Let me cd dot dot real quick. ls. Okay, cd into home. ls root, I guess. Just for some reason we're already. Let me go over here to the other one where I was already doing it at. Let's see if we can get this one answered. See what's in here real quick. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. All right, come on. Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong or something, please? I don't even see where it says I'm doing anything wrong. 0 errors. Let me see something real quick. For some reason, I think that I didn't put in the right information. Hmm. Trust me, I won't stay stuck on this too long. I'm just trying to see if what am I doing wrong. What is the valid username and password? Format is username/password. I think I know the answer anyway, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's Robert for sure. Oh no, that's not Robert for not sure. Let me check this out real quick. Okay, using valid. The word list is going to be valid user, but there's nothing in there. So common credentials, and then 2 is a post. So this should be finding the username, and then W2 should be finding the passwords. Let me just get rid of this real quick and see if something happens. All right, there we go. I cannot find this out. And I'm going to take my time and figure it out and pretty much uh, finish the fuzz module very soon. With that being said, if you know the answer and you want to put it in there, or you want to throw some insights or anything, I appreciate it. But besides that, I'm going to get off and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.